Did you know? The world's first printing press was invented by a Catholic, and its first great work was the Bible. Before the age of electricity, machines, and digital screens, knowledge traveled slowly. Every book that existed was written entirely by hand, letter by letter, page by page. Ink was mixed manually, parchment was prepared from animal skins, and scribes labored under candlelight for years to complete a single volume. In this world, books were not casual possessions. They were treasures. Among all handwritten books, none was more demanding, more sacred, or more valuable than the Bible. It is within this historical reality that one Catholic inventor forever changed human civilization. Johannes Gutenberg, the Catholic who revolutionized the world. Johannes Gutenberg, c. 1400 to 1468, born in Mainz, Germany. It's a baptized and practicing Catholic, living in the heart of the Holy Roman Empire. The church tax records, baptismal customs of the city of Mainz, and contemporary guild documentation all confirm that Gutenberg lived and worked within the Catholic, sacramental world of 15th century Europe. There was no such thing as a non-Catholic Bible culture in Gutenberg's Europe. Christianity in Western Europe was Catholic Christianity. Universities, monasteries, parishes, and scriptoria all functioned under the authority of the Church. Gutenberg's invention, the movable-type printing press, did not emerge in isolation. It grew from centuries of Catholic intellectual tradition, monastic craftsmanship, and the Church's devotion to preserving sacred scripture. And his first major project was not political propaganda, personal philosophy, or commercial advertising. It was the Bible, Gutenberg Bible, the Catholic Bible. The first major printed book in Western history was the Gutenberg Bible, completed around 1455. This Bible was printed in Latin, using the Latin Vulgate, the official biblical text of the Catholic Church. Translated by St. Jerome in the late 4th century at the direct commission of Pope Damasus I. This matters historically. There was no Protestant Bible at this time. There was no alternative canon. There was no competing translation tradition in Western Europe. The Bible Gutenberg printed was the Bible preserved, copied, and safeguarded by the Catholic Church for over 1,000 years. Church inventories from monasteries and cathedral libraries in Mainz, Paris, Rome, and Cologne list Vulgate manuscripts centuries before Gutenberg. These records demonstrate that the Church did not suppress Scripture. It preserved it at immense cost. The world before the printing press. To understand the magnitude of Gutenberg's achievement, one must understand what life was like before printed books. Handwritten Bibles, a complete Bible took 2 to 3 years to copy by hand, required 150-200. Animal skins for parchment needed trained scribes and correctors, cost the equivalent of a house or a year's wages for dozens of laborers. Because of this, Bibles were kept in churches and monasteries. They were chained to reading desks for protection. They were treated as sacred communal property. Early church councils, monastery rules such as the Rule of St. Benedict, and cathedral statutes all refer to Scripture as something to be guarded, not hidden, because losing one copy meant losing years of labor and irreplaceable expense. The idea that medieval priests casually carried personal Bibles is a modern myth that ignores historical economics. Church evidence. The Catholic preservation of Scripture for over a millennium before Gutenberg. The Catholic Church preserved Scripture through monastic scriptoria, cathedral schools, university theology faculties, liturgical use in Mass and the Divine Office. Church councils such as Hippo 393 and Carthage 397 formally affirmed the biblical canon used in the Vulgate, the same canon printed by Gutenberg. Medieval church records show thousands of man-hours devoted solely to copying Scripture. Without this uninterrupted chain of preservation, there would have been no Bible to print. Early historical notices and printed records. While modern newspapers did not exist in Gutenberg's lifetime, early printed notices, legal documents, and city records functioned much like news reports. Legal disputes over Gutenberg's press are preserved in Mainz court records. Early printed leaflets mention the new Bible with uniform letters. Church libraries documented the arrival of printed Bibles as major events. Later 16th and 17th century, Catholic and secular histories explicitly refer to Gutenberg's Bible as the first of its kind by the 1700s and 1800s. European newspapers and historical journals routinely cited Gutenberg as the inventor of printing and identified the Bible as his first great work, a fact never disputed by serious historians. Even anti-Catholic Enlightenment writers acknowledged this historical truth, a manual miracle. Gutenberg's press was entirely manual. Each letter cast individually in metal ink, applied by hand, pages pressed one at a time. Type reset for every page, yet even with these limitations, Gutenberg produced around 180 Bibles, more than many monasteries could copy in several lifetimes. This marked the birth of mass scripture distribution, the beginning of widespread scripture. Gutenberg did not live to see the full impact of his invention, but history did. Because of the Catholic printing press, books became more affordable, literacy increased, universities expanded, catechism spread, scripture multiplied. Ironically, even later Bible translations, including Protestant editions, only exist because the Catholic Church preserved the text long enough to be printed. You cannot remove Catholic history from the Bible without destroying the Bible's historical foundation. The Catholic roots of the Bible you hold today, the Bible you own today, exists because Catholic monks copied it, Catholic councils defined its canon, Catholic saints translated it, Catholic universities taught it, Catholic printers mass-produced it. Remove any one of these, and the Bible's survival collapses. This is not opinion. This is documented history. Final reflection: the first mass-produced Bible in human history was printed by a Catholic, using the Catholic Church's Bible, preserved by Catholic hands. For the glory of God, Gutenberg's invention did more than change technology. It changed education. It changed Christianity. It changed the world. The Bible did not survive in spite of the Catholic Church. It survived because of the Catholic Church. So the next time someone holds a Bible, remember, it exists because Catholics preserved it, protected it, translated it, and printed it first.